be the first to welcome you and thank you for attending our ceremony today to celebrate and rededicate Maria Hall, which just underwent a massive facelift that is at least 40 years overdue.
When the students realized Maria Hall was being renovated, we had dozens and dozens and dozens of students that just wanted to live in the new Maria. Renovating it happened, we talked with the business and finance office, we got support from the university, and then we went on to the facilities aspect of it, getting the contractors, putting together blueprints, and actually one of my most favorite parts of the process about the renovation is that students got a lot of input in it. We had 2 or 3 students that were able to choose the colors, the different tablets of the things that are on the floor and the lounges and the cushions and all that kind of thing. And so there was actually a lot of student input, so that was the part that I was probably most impressed with.
I particularly was impressed the first time walking through to see this extraordinary combination of having a very traditional Webster building on the outside and having all the modernity on the inside. I always thought that's a wonderful combination for those who can't make up their mind whether they like modernity or tradition.
Well, it entailed quite a bit because this building was built back in the late 50s, and so the code under which you build a residence hall then is completely different now. So the big challenge was, how do we retrofit a building 50 years later to code? And once we figured that out, then we could scope the work out. What we knew we were going to do is keep the main shell of the building, but then we had to do things like install sprinklers and install air conditioning and things like that. So making sure the codes and those systems were up to par, that was the big challenge, and then we work with experts to do it for us.
Well, I think it's a yet another step of integrating more and more students into the co-curricular life. It's great for those who can take advantage of it. It allows us to grow our numbers in residence, and that helps all the students because the larger the critical mass, the more the opportunities to do things with the commuter students as well. And because they often, on campus, when they live on campus, they can contribute more in organization that some of the people can't when they're commuting. But it's for the benefit of residential and non-residential.
I have here a time capsule that will contain all the experiences all of you have been living here in Maria Hall. We have here some blueprints of the lounges in the hall. We also have some pictures of past students who live here. I don't know if you're able to see them. And we have something really interesting. That's a CD with a recapitulation of songs from students who live here and who listened to these songs in the last years. It is really interesting because a story has to be told about this CD. The guy who sent this CD is now married to the girl who lived in the floor beneath him here in Maria Hall. So who knows, you might even have the love of your life here in the residence halls. So well, to conclude, I would like to dedicate this time capsule to all of you, to the alumni, the residents, and all the people who feel connected to Maria Hall.